Well, here's an exciting thing. I'm in Yacht Haven Quay, where the dry stack is, because these people here, Haven Knox-Johnston, have done something really special. Should we find out what that is? Oh, it's a beautiful day here in Plymouth. Well, I'm here for an interview with Haven Knox-Johnston because these guys have decided to sponsor me. Aren't they amazing? Let's have that interview now then, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in, Richard.
Hey, no worries. Thank you.
Okay, so I've just got a few questions to ask you before we do a trip. On the 9th of May you're travelling,
Yeah. Leave Yacht Haven 8 a.m, 9th of May.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself and how sailing became a part of your life?
Well, do you know what, actually, Kyle? I would dare to say that I should never have got into sailing,
Right.
because my first ever sailing experience was courtesy of the top set maths group
Okay.
at my school.
Okay.
I was in the bottom set.
Right, okay.
Maths is not my thing.
Yeah.
But I had my friends, Andrew, Chris, Dave and Mark.
Yeah.
There was 5 of us used to hang out. Those 4 were really clever. They were in the top maths
Yeah.
set. And I just didn't have it up
No,
here,
yeah,
evidently.
yeah.
But it was the top set maths teacher that liked sailing. And he said to his group, if anybody would like to come on this 6-week learn to sail toppers thing, then please let me know. Well, my friend Andrew, who we'll hear about maybe in a little bit more later, he said, well, can Richard come? And so the teacher just went, oh, yeah, all right,
okay,
no problem. And so I got that invite and to go to Anderton Waters near Bolton, which is where I'm from, and I learned to sail toppers for 6 weeks, once on a weekend and once on a Wednesday evening. And it was like amazing. I just loved it. So that's what got me into it. I think I was about 16 at the time. Well, I would have been 15 because I was still at school. So that was that's how I got into
and you
it.
got stopped?
Well, pretty much not stopped. I did for a little while because life took over. It wasn't until I moved back down to Plymouth that I saw boats again and went, oh, I remember them.
And here we are then.
Here we are. Doing it again.
You are doing it again. Well, you are doing it, definitely. Why did you choose to dedicate this journey to raising money and awareness about Parkinson's?
Well, my friend Andrew, as I told you about, it was a phone call that I got from him just about 8 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more. He's the same age as me, I'm 53, and he says, I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's. I'm like, well, that sucks, doesn't it? My grandfather had Parkinson's, he passed away with it, and I have an auntie with Parkinson's as well. I thought, this is just too much. And here I had this boat, which I'd only had for a few months. It was an absolute wreck. I'd renovated it, didn't know what to do with it. And I'm sat on the pontoon having this conversation with my mate on the phone, and I just looked at the boat and I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this thing around the UK and raise as much awareness and funds for Parkinson's to find a cure. So the two things just married together, sailing and Parkinson's, just happened.
And it's something that you love as well, so...
Well, loving sailing, hate Parkinson's, love sailing.
Hate Parkinson's, but love sailing, absolutely. What inspired you to take on the challenge of circumnavigating the UK?
Well, that was it, that was the whole thing. It was just that I had this boat. I bought the boat just as a project, actually. I just needed something to do to keep my mind working. I work freelance, I don't always have work. And when I don't have work, I tend to get depressed. So it was my missus, get yourself a project. And I found this project boat that, it needed work.
A lot of work.
It needed a lot of work. In fact, you can find out exactly how much on youtube.com/sailingfreespirit.
Okay, we'll have to check that out then.
I've logged the whole lot as I've made it, and she's a nice boat now. It was.
Oh, brilliant. Have you made any specific modifications or upgrades to prepare for your journey?
Well, the one thing that I thought was actually really important was to get AIS on. So specific modifications, apart from make it livable, make it smell nice, put new heads in, but I wanted AIS just to send, so people could follow me. It was that thought of, well, how will people know where I am? AIS. So I've registered with SSR and got my MMSI and all of that malarkey that you have to do. But just getting that on board.
Can you tell us how many marine businesses and people within the sailing community have rallied behind and supported this journey?
Do you know, I've been astounded. I've said it so many times, amazed at how people have got behind me. So the first people that I contacted actually was Yacht Haven Plymouth, which is where I got the boat from originally. It was on their pontoons. And they came back to me straight away and just said, we'll give you 6 nights, 1 free night in each of our marinas in the UK. I'm like, wow, that's just superb. Yeah. I thought, well, I need people to find out I'm doing it. So I got in touch with one of my media companies that one of my clients, and said, I'm doing this, can you help me out? And they said, yeah, well, we reckon we can give you an hour a week of one of our experts to help you make sure that it goes on YouTube correctly. And I said, oh, that's superb. So now I've got some free nights and some media coverage. This is good. It popped into my head that maybe if somebody gave a significant donation, that I could maybe allow them on board. And I had this curious thought, can I do that with my insurance? So I rang you guys. Thank you very much.
You did.
And the answer was no. You cannot do that with your current insurance.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I mean, Haven Knox-Johnston just again amazed me. It was just an off-the-cuff thing with like, well, how much would it be? Oh, I wonder if you would like to sponsor me. And well, there you go. Haven Knox-Johnston has said yes.
We have.
You have, and again, I'm just blown away by somebody somewhere has been really, really kind. So thank you, whoever you are. Thank you, whoever said yes at the final word.
It was the marketing team, but we didn't even think twice about it. They were really more than happy to.
It's just wonderful. Yeah, just wonderful.
What excites you most about this journey ahead?
When I told my mum that I'm going around the UK, the first thing she said was, "You're not doing it alone, are you?" I don't think so. I do want somebody to come with me, but it's hard to find somebody that's going to give 100 days of their life, and then it's hard to find somebody that maybe wants to join me at Padstow and get off at Carlisle, or join me at Carlisle and get off at Oban, and so it kind of dawned on me slowly that I'm probably going to have to do this solo, and that is exciting and terrifying. Oh my goodness, because I don't have anybody to say, can you just check this calculation, is it right? So is it exciting? Yes. Is it frightening? Yes. I don't know. That's the most exciting.
I'm looking. What's ahead, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What have been some of the biggest challenges in preparing for this trip so far?
The biggest challenge has been trying to keep on top of the admin. So I've contacted now, I think I said something like 80 different marinas and said, hey, I'm Richard, I'm sailing the UK for raising funds and awareness for Parkinson's. Can I stay at your marina? I should be there on June the 15th, for example. I'm leaving on May the 9th. There is not a hope that I know exactly where I'm going to be then. So connecting with the marinas to tell them when has actually been a little bit difficult. And then finding who's the best contact, who's the best marketing contact to get in there, and see, would they donate another night? And again, I've used the words blown away so many times, but I've been blown away by how many of the marinas, the small ones, have said, yeah, you can have a free night. Really nice. So that's been the biggest challenge, keeping on top of all of that, and then just keeping the admin together. So I'm not ringing somebody up a second time and they're remembering me and saying, yeah, we talked about this, Richard. It's like, oh, yeah, so we did, sorry.
Especially if you did it all on your own as well.
That's been a challenge.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to other sailors considering a big challenge around the UK coast?
So, since I started sailing, I decided I would do my qualifications. I became a yacht master. Since becoming a yacht master, I thought I want to teach people. I became a cruising instructor with the RYA, And so my advice really doesn't change from whether you're just going out for the day as a day skipper or you're doing something like this. Plan and prepare. Make sure that you've got your safety things in place. Make sure that you've looked at the tides and that you've worked out where you can go, how you're going to get there, and make sure that you've got a bailout point. If you want to go A to B, make sure that you've got like A and a half that you can get somewhere safe. Especially if you're going with other people, because if it's your boat, you are responsible not just for you and your boat, but for lives of other people. Preparation is everything. Yeah, definitely that.
So basically prepare.
Prepare.
Wait, make sure you're prepared then.
What is it? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
I have heard that before. I have heard that. Are there particular parts of the UK, Coath, you're especially looking forward to visiting?
Oh, I am really looking forward to going to Kerrera.
Where's that?
It's Oban Marina.
Oh, okay.
So
in Scotland then.
And up in Scotland,
Okay.
and that whole west coast of Scotland.
Okay.
I was up there 6 years ago,
Okay.
and I really did enjoy the scenery. Oh, and the Crinan Canal. I've never done the Crinan Canal before. I'm looking forward to the Crinan Canal, and then the Caledonian Canal, because it's actually just. It's easy because there's no tide. Right? There's no tide to think about. The wind is pretty much constant, funneling up one direction, and there's no waves. Okay. It really is pretty as well.
Scotland is nice though. I've been a few couple times. Scotland is nice. What role do you hope this challenge will play in raising awareness for Parkinson's?
I've already raised £1,055. I've not even set off yet through the GoFundMe link. I've learned a lot as well. Did you know that a lack of sense of smell could be the first sign that you may have Parkinson's?
I did not.
No, neither did I. Did you know that there's 166,000 people currently in the UK diagnosed with Parkinson's?
No, I did not.
Did you know that there is no cure for Parkinson's?
I think I knew that my uncle's got Parkinson's.
There's no cure yet, and we don't know why people get it. And things like this, I'm just learning. For me, just to go like, well, I hate Parkinson's, I'm going to raise some money. Well, I've had to learn this because I've just worked things out. You know, every 20 minutes somebody gets diagnosed with Parkinson's in the UK. So hopefully people will begin to hear these facts. And get on board with helping to find a cure. That's what I want to do. Find a cure. I'm going to hopefully 10 grand to the Find a Cure pot.
Is that your is that your goal then? 10,000 then?
My goal's just an arbitrary number, 10,000. So and I picked it, and let's see if we can do it. I think I'm going to take 100 days. Okay. So £10,000 in 100 days. Do the math on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm not going to get massive.
No, neither am I.
I'm not going to try and embarrass myself on that one.
I think there's a 10 in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah, I'm not going to embarrass myself. What would success look like to you by the time you've completed this journey?
There's two parts of this to success. Yes, raising the funds. Yes, raising awareness. But for me, a success of getting around on my own. Yeah. I think that's just a big feather in my own beret, really. But
doing this all by yourself.
Oh by myself. So I do want to be able to know it wasn't pointless. Success. Wouldn't it be awesome if at the end of this someone could say, hey, do you know what, we just needed that extra 10 quid that was within your lump sum that finally got us over that hurdle to a cure. You know, I can dream. I can dream of that success.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. What will you miss most while you're out at sea and will you be taking any luxuries on board?
I've got to take my coffee.
Right, okay.
So I don't know how we're going to manage the lattes. I love a latte, and for me, 10:30 has been latte time. Just I even got myself a little coffee machine where I put it in and tamp it down and all of that. So I'm gonna miss the latte. I think. That's what special things am I taking? Guitar. I'm gonna take my guitar and keep myself entertained. I like to keep myself entertained with that.
That'd be nice. Okay. What are you least looking forward to?
I hate the toilets on boats. I just hate them.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm not looking forward to, especially on my own, is if I'm out in the sea and the boat's going somewhere and I need the toilet, then I just hate them.
Yeah.
I put a brand new one in.
Right, okay.
So you know, it's all nice and clean, and it's ready to use, but you can see I'm just like...
You have to wait to get to the marina.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not looking for.
Yeah.
Having to heave to and go downstairs and do whatever I need to do, and then come back up and
again.
hopefully the boat is still...
Exactly. Still,
And the AIS, hopefully people have seen me on that as and avoided. I don't know if there's a avoid me please.
How long do you expect the journey to take?
I'm going for 100 days.
100 days, okay.
I don't want it to be any more than that, simply because I'll be then getting into the shorter days.
Okay.
So, back end of August, coming into September. And it may be that towards the end, if I haven't stopped in as many marinas as I want to, or if I've been delayed by weather, then I might just make some longer journeys.
Okay.
What I've tried to do is maybe just only do 40 miles a day, maximum. Occasionally I've got to do 70 when I'm skipping across from England to the Isle of Man to Belfast.
Okay.
There's some longer ones, but everything else I've tried to keep it low, so that I'm not too tired, and as well I can visit more marinas. If I then have to do some, instead of just doing 10 miles, like my first one it's only 14 miles from Plymouth to Looe.
That'll be your first travelling to.
And that's my first day.
Okay.
So and it's only so that I can go to Looe and raise the flag and put my t-shirt on, and people can donate in Looe.
Okay.
So if I have to skip some, I will. But 100 days is what I want to do tops.
Okay. If you had to pick one word to describe the journey, what would it be and why?
Mind-blowing is the first one, which I've used an awful lot. Very ambitious. Oh no, you said one word.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Too many words.
Too many words there. Exciting.
Yeah.
It just is exciting. Everything about it.
Well, I think that's we've got everything. Right, well, thank you for coming in, Richard. And you're travelling 9th of May, travelling from
Yacht Haven Marina.
8 a.m. I believe.
8 a.m.
Brilliant. Well,
see you there.
We will see you there, and we will be. Well, I'll be there anyway. I'm going to take pictures and that, and we'll see you off.
Super.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you for coming in.
I really enjoyed meeting the team there at Haven Knox-Johnston. Thank you very much to them for guiding me through the navigational waters of correct boat insurance and for supporting this whole journey that I'm doing. Thank you to them and to you for watching.